is News 3 Now at 6.
Developing tonight, DHS officials confirm a second variant strain of the virus that causes COVID-19 is now in Wisconsin. The South African variant, known as B.1.351, was identified through genome sequencing. It differs from the UK variant, which is B.1.1.7, but both are considered more contagious compared to the original strain. Medical experts say all three of the authorized vaccines effectively reduce the risk of the virus and its variants.
1 million Wisconsinites have now received at least one dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. Governor Evers says while we still have a long way to go, every day is a step closer to community-wide immunity and getting back to our Wisconsin way of life. Earlier this week, the New York Times ranked Wisconsin first in the upper Midwest for total doses administered per 100,000 in population and third in the nation for percentage of doses used.
More than 500,000 people in the state have now completed their vaccination series. Yesterday, health officials said they expect all Wisconsinites to be eligible for the vaccine by the end of May. Although the focus has been on educators these first few days, teachers aren't the only people who became eligible on Monday. All of the people in Group 1B can now be vaccinated, and that includes some public-facing employees. Amanda Quintana shows us how finding a vaccine is a little easier for some than others.
They call us at the end of the day and they say, oh, we've got a handful. They give us an X amount of people, and then we send those people over and get those doses.
5 or 6 Metro Transit bus drivers have been able to be vaccinated this way. Lucky, Public Health Madison and Dane County had some left over at the Alliant Energy Center, but not enough yet to get through the 315 drivers out there.
Our drivers really take serious what they've been doing through this whole pandemic. I mean, they've been out there since March. We're getting people to grocery stores, to pharmacies, to their jobs, to, healthcare jobs.
Another job that just couldn't stop answering 911 calls. Dispatch employees are newly eligible too, also waiting for their turn at the Alliant Energy Center.
We've gotten bumped down a couple of times for more public-facing people, because realistically, we don't have a lot of direct interaction with the public.
Although some 911 operators are already vaccinated.
A lot of our staff here also work with volunteer fire departments. They run paramedics. So we have about 35% of our staff that's already gone through both sequences of vaccinations.
But both of these groups are employed by the city or county, making the process to organize vaccines with public health simpler. Many food supply workers are not.
We have found that we can get vaccines other ways. So we are reaching out to Walgreens and to the VA hospital and some of the places that are offering.
The River Food Pantry has identified 30 of their regular volunteers, giving them written letters proving that they're eligible. But that doesn't make finding vaccine any easier.
Around the Madison area, there have not been appointments, but we have volunteers and employees that are going as far as West Allis.
Metcalf says they're also encouraging their 300 Madison employees to find vaccine wherever they can, hoping to host an on-site vaccine clinic soon with nothing in the works yet.
We did COVID testing, so we would love to be able to be a site for, if there would be such a thing as a mobile vaccine site, the river would love to be able to be a site.
Amanda Quintana, News 3 Now.
Now, when Phase 1B was announced, it was listed in priority order, so educators and child care providers are the first priority, with people enrolled in Medicaid, long-term care programs second, and public-facing essential workers third, before other healthcare workers and people in congregate living.
Let's check your first warn forecast now with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canaldi.
It's another nice day across southern Wisconsin. Lots of sunshine today. Now some clouds have moved in. In fact, the live view from the WIC Skycam looking off toward the east shows generally cloudy skies with a few breaks in the overcast here in Madison. Temperatures right now are in the upper 30s to the lower 40s. Madison's dropped to 41 after a high today of about 46. To the south and west, temperatures are actually a couple degrees cooler. They had the clouds come in a little earlier, so temperatures there are in the upper 30s. By tomorrow morning, look for partly cloudy skies. Temperatures will actually drop into the upper teens since the air is dry. It will cool off fast at night, but it'll warm up quickly during the day. So we're looking for sunny skies. A high of 40 tomorrow, will be around 47 on Sunday, and perhaps close to 60 by Tuesday. I'll have more details in the forecast in a few minutes.
Today, more than 1,000 teachers, staff, and administrators at the Sun Prairie Area School District received their first dose of the COVID-19 shot.
Our staff in general, we're hearing a lot of relief from people today, just people who are feeling really grateful for the opportunity to get the vaccine. The first week it's available to educators, and we're also just really glad to see the county being able to move forward with the vaccination clinic at the Alliant Energy Center as early as next week. So that's all good news for everybody.
The district has a partnership with SSM Health, and they've been discussing how to make the on-site clinic happen since January. Everything from logistics in the field house to getting school nurses to administer the vaccines and custodial staff to sanitize those waiting areas. Right now, Sun Prairie students are in a hybrid learning model with cohorts learning a couple days a week in person and the other days virtually. Across Dane County, 13% of residents have completed their vaccination series. Almost 20% have gotten at least one dose of the shot. That includes 72% of people in the 65 and older age group.
State and local health officials are hopeful they'll be able to finish vaccinating educators this month. That is in large part because of Wisconsin's first shipment of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine.
And it showed up early for Public Health Madison, Dane County. Madeline O'Neill is live at the Alliant Energy Center now with where the doses will be put to use. Maddie?
Not only did the vaccine come early, but there was more than expected. Public Health Madison Dane County now has about 11,900 doses, a good 4,000 more than they were planning for. Now, those will all go to educators here at the Alliant Energy Center's mass vaccination site starting next week.
We're excited.
Extra vaccine, always a welcome boost.
That's 11,900 more people that will be vaccinated in Dane County.
In the coming weeks, Public Health Madison and Dane County's main focus is on getting educators vaccinated, collaborating with area healthcare providers.
If we're looking at 6,000 doses in a week, it takes a lot of people to do that.
The about 48,000 Johnson & Johnson vaccine doses coming to Wisconsin will largely be going to public and tribal health departments to vaccinate educators.
The majority of our teachers and K-12 staff will be able to get vaccinated this month.
The goal is by March 21st for Dane County educators.
One shot and they are done. Super convenient.
That means getting teachers back in the classroom safely.
They're so important to the normal operation.
And helping all of us get back to normal.
And all that means is that we can just go through a lot more people a lot faster.
COVID-19 testing will be shifted to the Coliseum, and all 8 lanes in the New Holland Pavilion will be open for vaccinating.
We can get through this tier and into the next tier.
An expansion public health officials say will help us move along.
We're right there. We're so close to having a vaccine supply that will enable us to be able to open up much wider.
After finishing up with educator vaccinations here at the Alliant Energy Center, public health officials will go back to their normal vaccine appointments. In the meantime, they are keeping up on second dose appointments here. Now, talking to our local hospitals, they aren't receiving any of this first shipment of Johnson & Johnson vaccine, but expect to get some in the future allotment shipments.
Maddie, thank you.
Across Wisconsin, health officials confirmed 350 new cases today, about half the size of yesterday's case count. 7-day rolling average has decreased to 478. Health officials say 19 people in the state have tested positive for the more contagious B117 UK variant. 7 more people have died. Meanwhile, COVID-19 cases and deaths are sharply declining in Wisconsin's long-term care population. Naomi Coles explains.
Our elderly population here in Wisconsin is so close to the vaccine finish line. State officials say that this coming week is their first in a very long time where they don't have a new outbreak investigation scheduled.
Plus, for the first time since last summer, some counties have dropped to a low level of virus activity after the whole state has stayed high or critically high all winter. John Sauer with Leading Age Wisconsin says visitation is opening at some long-term care facilities around the state, and many more are likely to follow.
We're in a really good trajectory. We think Wisconsin's doing better than most states around the country in the number of residents and staff who are receiving the vaccine.
At Wickshire Senior Living in Madison, all residents and all except one staff member opted to get their vaccine. And now they're looking very soon at a return to some semblance of normal.
Residents here have just another week left before they get their second dose. Reporting for News 3 Now, I'm Naomi Coles.
That decline in cases started shortly before the vaccine arrived, but state officials say there's a correlation between how it's picked up speed at facilities that have been vaccinated the longest.
New at 6, U.S. Senator Ron Johnson says he is still undecided on whether to seek a third term and may not announce his plans for as long as a year. In 2016, Johnson pledged not to run again, but he says at the time he didn't envision that Democrats would have full control of Congress and the White House. His seat is up in 2022. Milwaukee Bucks executive Alex Lasry and Outagamie County executive Tom Nelson are among the Democrats who have already announced they're running.
Coming up next at 6, the Madison School is saying thank you to an unsung hero. We'll share the story of a custodian who's going above and beyond to make sure students and teachers feel safe getting back in the classroom. Stay with us.
Hey, there's a new cow in town, Wisco. Crazy good pizza, wings, and custom-made mac and cheese from a new virtual kitchen and your friends at Monk's Barn Grill. For takeout or delivery 7 days a week. Order the goodness today at WiscoPizza.com.
You may not know them. The coffee shop owner who knows your order. The couple who saves your seats. The family down the street who greets you with a smile. They've been there for you. Now you can be there for them. Donate today and help our friends and neighbors keep their power on.
It all starts with an invitation to experience Lexus. To have the utmost confidence. To know you're connected to everything. What starts with an invitation becomes an experience. The invitation is always open, but the offers only last through March 31st. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Ready?
No.
No. You ready? Yes, you. Are you ready to go to sleep for real?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Guess what? You get 2 kisses. Very good. And one more for good luck.
Hey, there's a new cow in town, Wisco. Crazy good pizza, wings, and custom-made mac and cheese from a new virtual kitchen and your friends at Monk's Barn Grill. For takeout or delivery 7 days a week. Order the goodness today at WiscoPizza.com.
As more Madison schools begin to reopen, we revisited a school that's been open since August. St. Denis School said it's only had one instance where it had to shut down, and that was just for 4 days out of precaution. Since then, they've been able to operate smoothly. They pay a huge thanks to their custodian, who has been working his entire shift every day, disinfecting the entire school.
A lot of these kids are like my kids. So to keep them safe is kind of like keeping my family safe.
Phil said having to disinfect the entire school every day is a lot of work, but worth it if it means kids can safely be back in schools.
Still ahead at 6, the Henry Vilas Zoo Carousel is back open with new social distancing guidelines. Find out how giant cutouts are helping spread some joy and keeping people safe at the same time. And we're looking forward to more sunshine over the weekend. Gary will tell us how warm it could get, especially early next week. Your First One forecast next.
Tonight on CBS, it's a full night of action and drama, starting with MacGyver at 7. Then it's Magnum P.I. at 8, followed by Blue Bloods at 9. Then get a complete wrap-up of the day's news on News 3 Now at 10.
Get the ultimate deals on sleep made simple at Ashley Home Store's Ultimate Mattress Sale. Save as much as 70% off clearance and 4-sample mattresses while they last. Shop early for best selection. They're going fast at Ashley Home Store.
Millions of customers are leaving their providers and switching to Spectrum. And if you have satellite, it's not hard to see why. Because unlike satellite, Spectrum gives you all the services you need, like internet and TV from one provider.
They do?
Yeah, they do. And Spectrum has the fastest download speeds with the most reliable performance. Get Spectrum Internet with speeds at 200 megabits for $44.99 a month. Call 833-531-4499. Spectrum wins on TV, too. Unlike satellite, Spectrum doesn't have an ugly dish to install. And you get exclusive premium original content with Spectrum Originals.
Wow, really?
Really. Plus, Spectrum has more free HD and free on demand. Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-531-4499. And unlike satellite providers, Spectrum doesn't have contracts or early termination fees. We'll even buy out your current contract up to $500. Switch to America's fastest growing internet, TV, and voice provider. Get Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each. Ask about our easy self-install options. Call 833-531-4499.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sweet.
With great deals, get ready to turn your dreams into reality.
Hurry in, because right now you can get $1,500 customer cash on a spacious new 2021 Highlander or Highlander Hybrid.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Love lower than low prices? Then get more ways to save at Pick and Save, where you can find personalized coupons, weekly deals, and rewards like fuel points. All for prices that are lower than low. On food that's fresher than fresh. Pick and Save. Fresh for everyone.
Get the ultimate style for the ultimate deal at Ashley Home Store's Ultimate Sale. Save big on everything in the store, including doorbusters up to 50% off. Plus, take bonus discounts off our sale prices online and in-store. And no interest financing for 3 years. Ashley Home Store.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
The carousel at the Henry Vilas Zoo is officially back open and running with some new riders.
Giant cutouts are on display featuring local children, even a dog in sunglasses. Photojournalist Brian Mesmer shares how this creative idea is helping visitors stay safe and socially distanced.
This is the first time the carousel has been open since March 13th of last year, so we're very excited to see people back in the zoo and back in the carousel especially. Anyone who's watched an NFL game or an NBA game or even our Badgers playing has seen cutouts of fans in the stand, and we thought opening the carousel, this would be a fantastic way for us to socially distance.
It was totally safe with distancing. They actually put up little faces of kids on some of the animals, so then we knew, oh, okay, that one is one that we can't ride, so we rode a different one, so that was kind of fun too.
We got a very wide variety of facial expressions.
He said, "Can I make a funny face?" And that's his mean mug. So that's him. That's his tough guy look, I guess, is what we call it. He's a tough guy. I was telling my son at dinner, and he was like, "I could be riding the carousel all the time?" And I said, "Yes, you can." So he was really excited about it. And now his picture's up there, and it's just exciting.
Everyone who has seen their cutout so far has been pretty excited about the way it looks.
It was a little bigger than he thought it was going to be, but he laughed and said, "Yep, that's my mean mug."
We're really excited to have volunteers back in the zoo and just people in general.
This is our first time back to the zoo this year. It's been over a year. She was only 1 year old. She couldn't even stand. And now she's up on the carousel. She was on the polar bear. It's so great to be back. We're so happy.
And if you're interested in purchasing a carousel cutout, you can find more information at henryvilaszoo.gov/virtual carousel. The cost for a cutout is $100. They'll be on display for a month. After that, you have the opportunity to pick yours up to keep. All proceeds go toward animal care and enrichment.
And here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary, show us your mean mug. Come on. There you go.
Hi, it's hard to make a mean face these days with the temperatures warming up and plenty of sunshine. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Look for another nice day tomorrow with sunny skies, high temperature, right around 40 degrees. Should be a nice day to go out to the zoo. Dry weather will continue through Tuesday of next week. That hasn't changed at all. And we've actually boosted the temperatures up another notch for early next week. So now we're looking for upper 50s on Monday, around 60 degrees on Tuesday, and near 60 on Wednesday, although there'll be a chance for some showers or even a thunderstorm on Wednesday. Snowpack continues to diminish across our part of the Midwest. You can see some patchy areas where there's very little in the way of snow cover, especially over east central Wisconsin. The heaviest snow cover is still down to the south across parts of northern Illinois, about 3 to 6 inches in some spots, but a lot of that will be gone by the end of the weekend as southerly winds kick in, especially on Sunday and Monday, and that will bring our temperatures up. Upper level winds right now are from the northwest, but over the next few days, they will flatten out and move from southwest to northeast across the country. That will bring in the mild Pacific air. It also will start to eventually tap into some moisture from the Gulf of Mexico and give us a little more moisture with rain chances for the middle part of next week. The colder air is lurking up to the north. A little bit of it will slide southward as we head toward the end of the weekend and perhaps into the start of the following week, bringing temperatures back a little bit closer to normal for this time of year. Right now, a weather system passing to our south with some showers and a few thunderstorms, but that's following along the jet stream path, the subtropical jet stream, which is the more energetic of the two jet streams, keeping most of the precipitation makers down to our south. The polar jet stream up near or even north of the U.S.-Canadian border, that keeps the cold air locked up for the time being, and that pattern will continue at least through the first half of next week. To our west, there's a patch of clouds. It looks like there's snow there. Nothing's falling from the clouds, at least as far as we can tell from surface reports. And there's a warm front farther out to the west that divides very mild air. Temperatures on our side of the front are reasonably mild, lower 40s here, mid 40s to around 50 to the west. And then you get over parts of the western Dakotas into Nebraska where there's little or no snow cover, and the winds are picking up out of the south. Those temperatures are well into the 50s and 60s. And on future track, you can see that patch of clouds just kind of dissipating overnight. Tomorrow we're back to mostly sunny skies. High temperatures right around 40. We'll still see light winds into tomorrow night, and that will allow temperatures to drop into the upper teens. But on Sunday, here come the southerly winds starting to kick in, and that's what will start bringing our temperatures up into the upper 40s on Sunday, and then southwesterly winds as we head into Monday. And by then, temperatures should be up into the upper 50s. A few places will probably hit 60 degrees. 6 to 10-day temperature outlook calling for above normal temperatures in the east, below normal temperatures in the west, and above normal precipitation from here to our south. The main storm track starting to shift southward toward the end of next week. So our forecast for tomorrow calls for mostly sunny skies, a pleasant day overall with a high temperature of 40, and the 7 to 10-day forecast, 47 Sunday, 57 on Monday, and 60 on Tuesday. Then come the rain chances Tuesday night into Wednesday when there could even be a thunderstorm. A chance of showers on Thursday. Could mix a little snow Thursday night into Friday morning before it ends. Dry weather for next weekend with temperatures a little bit closer to average.
And coming up in sports, the Badgers took it to the Spartans in Game 1 of their series. The hot start that pushed Wisconsin past Michigan State is next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
At US Cellular, we believe everyone deserves 5G. So we're building our powerful 5G network for the millions of Americans who live outside of New York and LA, like teachers in Madison and small business owners in Rockford. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge for everyone, whether you're working or playing. All US Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. US Cellular.
It's the Mattress Madness sale at Steinhafels. Get great deals on all the best mattress brands, like a Queen Beauty Rest Silver mattress for the price of a twin, a free box spring with any Dreams Cool Copper or Cool Touch mattress, or buy a Purple Hybrid and get a free pillow and sheet set. Make your new mattress more affordable with Steinhafels' special 60-month financing and free delivery. Only at Steinhafels and steinhafels.com.
Hi folks, Joe Namath here, and if you're on Medicare, this is important. You're now entitled to eliminate copays and get dental care, dentures, eyeglasses, prescription coverage, in-home aids, unlimited transportation, and home-delivered meals, all at no additional cost. Plus, your zip code may have coverage with the Give Back benefit that adds money back to your Social Security check every month.
I called to get dental, transportation, meals, and the Give Back benefit.
With this virus situation, I called to get everything I'm entitled to. I couldn't believe I was missing out on so many benefits.
With the uncertainty of the virus, you need to get everything you're entitled to. Millions of people have trusted the Medicare Coverage Helpline. You can too. Call now. It's free.
Call 1-800-681-4397. That's 1-800-681-4397 now.
Hi, folks. Saturday morning, we check in with SSM as they plan to vaccinate hundreds of Sun Prairie School District staff.
And Hattie is watching your weekend forecast. Join us Saturday at 5 and 8 in the morning.
Every day, News 3 Now investigates, taking action to discover and report the facts to make sure your voice is heard. That's why News 3 Now investigates.
The Wisconsin men's hockey team has a chance to win the Big Ten Conference, but two things need to happen. First, they need to take care of business against Michigan State, and then get some help from Michigan. But the Badgers can't think about anything except the Spartans today and tomorrow, and you could say they were dialed in. Not even 2 minutes into the game, Tarek Baker flips it up and in to give UW a 1-0 lead. Then later in the first period, Badgers on the attack again, and Jack Gorniak sneaks it through for another goal. Wisconsin led 2-0 after one, and they take game one of the series 4-0, the final. What a couple of days it's been for Darrell Watts. Last week, the Badger forward was named a finalist for the Patty Kazmaier Award. Thursday, she was tabbed the WCHA Forward of the Year. And today, Watts was named the league's Player of the Year. In 16 games this season, Watts has scored 15 goals and tallied 16 assists. Those 31 points are second in the nation this season. For the second time in school history, Lake Mills is heading to the state boys basketball tournament. And in a season with a lot of uncertainty, the L-Cats are living by a quote that's helping them reach their potential on and off the court. There's a saying in Lake Mills.
Come get somebody, Jackson. Come get somebody.
Give it your best and live with it.
That's one that you can really apply to any situation, which is so good about it.
And for this year, those 8 words were perfect.
This season could end at any moment, right? You could be shut down for 2 weeks, you know, and so we said, hey, every day you got to be grateful for the opportunity and just work as hard as you can and take advantage of the opportunities we get.
And every day, this group bought in.
It's really made it so we can embrace and soak in what's happening, how special this really is. You know, we're not just kind of flying by.
In every drill,
get that separation.
Every pass, and every shot.
Even if you lose and you look back on it, as long as you gave everything you had, that's all that matters.
That quote was on the minds of the L-Cats.
Good quick release. Embracing that, you know, motto at the beginning of the year helped us reach our potential, and, you know, it's something that I think the longer you play and the more you think about that stuff and fight through failure, it starts to really make sense and something that I think hopefully they take with them.
Beyond their journey for a state championship.
Everybody that's attached to that saying for me will be in my mind forever, and it'll be something that motivates me as I go on.
And Lake Mills takes on Pewaukee tomorrow afternoon in lacrosse.
Just great they get to experience a state tournament after all this. Zach, thank you. Let's go to Gary. Final check of the forecast.
A live view from the Edgewater Skycam showing some breaks in the clouds as we pass sunset. Temperatures are in the upper 30s and lower 40s. Madison, one of the warmer spots at 41. By tomorrow morning, we're down to about 18. Look for a high tomorrow of 40 with plenty of sunshine. 47 on Sunday, 57 on Monday, and 60 on Tuesday. Some showers midweek, and then temperatures back to normal by the end of the week.
All right, Gary, thank you. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Have a great evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.